Welcome to Downforce Discussion, the podcast where we're taking a deep dive into the high-speed world of Formula One. We are your hosts today, and we do have a new member joining us today, which is Megan. I don't know if you want to say a little bit about yourself, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I wasn't here last week because I was too upset about Oscar's performance in Melbourne, so I couldn't be here. But I'm Megan. I'm
Oh.
24. I'm from Scotland, but I live in London and I work in content. So I'm thrilled to be back on a regular schedule, not in
And
Berlin,
you're
random conference.
more than welcome here, always. Right,
Welcome back.
today we are going to be recapping the 2025 Chinese Grand Prix. We had a lot happen this weekend. Some unexpected things happened, a lot of DNFs, a lot of disqualifications. Does anyone want to take the floor and take it away?
I think we should probably start at disqualification.
We should
Yes.
start at disqualifications, I believe. Does anyone want to take that one?
Oh, does everyone remember where they were when the news started coming through? Because I think it was in our group chat, and that it
Yes.
just
Yeah.
if things could go bad from worse for imagine being Lewis Hamilton winning the sprint, thinking, "Great, I'm getting a bit of a redemption arc," and now is still behind Williams and Sting. It's great for
And for
them.
for something
Oh,
that it's not even your fault.
yeah,
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. I know there was arguments in that, Gareth.
But
I
also, if he had won the sprint, it means he has a good car, right?
yeah,
So the problem is somewhere else.
Yes.
problem.
I didn't know this until like 4 hours later because I was at work and I was on my break and I opened up my phone and was like,
I
so
saw a
yeah,
meme that it was like Haas and Williams double points and then Ferrari double disqualification.
I know. I know because I know it came through like the Leclerc and Gasly one came through
Mhm.
first.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
was like, oh no, like that's bad. And all of a sudden it was like red news icons, Lewis Hamilton out. I was like, what?
At the
Yeah.
expense of Carlos Sainz getting points, the man that they binned off last
Oh
year. And then,
no.
oh no, what a shame. But I just think the irony of that, of you spend half, however, your budget of Italy to get Lewis Hamilton onto your team, half the budget of Italy on Charles Leclerc, and then Carlos Sainz, the man you binned off, is getting into the points because of your disqualification.
Yeah.
What a
Exactly.
shame.
In a Williams.
Hey, that
Yes.
Williams isn't
But
bad to be fair.
that Williams, it's not the Williams we're used to. It's
No.
No.
it's faster
Haas
than
has
the
been
Aston
stirring the
Martin.
pot. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, let's talk about Aston Martin actually, because
Lance
Nat,
got points.
do you want to go into this one, Nat?
That Lance is carrying the team this year. Fernando is not even in the world like the championship because he hasn't finished any of the two races that gave points. So the sad violin music, they tell it, and the Katy Perry meme.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
That's me. But I'm fine. I'm
Yeah,
fine.
understandable. I like how
Mm.
you've become Fernando Alonso moot to everyone, and it's now just like
Yes.
every time something happens, it's like,
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
me.
I paid more attention to Alonso in the race because of Nat. So, and I was
Me
like, the
too.
car is on fire. No.
No.
it was like my favorite thing this weekend was everyone snitching on everyone else.
Oh,
When it was like,
Yes.
oh, Charles's thing came off, and then it was like, oh, Fernando Alonso's on fire.
Yeah. It was weird. But
Yeah. But it's the same thing that happened to Max. Like the helmet thingy, the plastic
yeah.
one,
Mhm.
got stuck
Yeah.
in the rear brakes.
It's so unfortunate because it's like not even anything that's like it's completely just chance
Yeah.
that it's going to
yeah.
happen, and I would love to know the actual statistical chance of that happening.
Yeah.
0.0111110 like minutes.
Yeah,
But also, can we talk about the rumors with Liam? Like, it's
Oh no,
crazy.
they are not rumors. It's happening.
It's happening.
When Autosport and Canal Plus France are the ones giving the news, it's happening.
Yeah, they were the ones
yeah.
who spoiled George going to Mercedes because like I watch on
Oh.
Canal Plus and I was just like,
Yeah.
all right, they're always just dropping the biggest news
Yeah.
just like it's nothing. So yeah, I trust them.
So that's why it's
Yeah.
a bit unbelievable. But also, I get he's bad performing, right? But like the hate now, it's a bit too much for
Yeah,
my
I mean, it's
taste.
been 2 races, you know?
Yeah.
Like
I think the problem that comes for a lot of people and the problem that comes for me is how he came into it all disrespecting everyone,
True.
saying, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to win, and then you haven't performed. And the teammate that was snubbed from the seat that he deserved, let's be real, Yuki Tsunoda deserved that seat, is now outperforming you, and so is his rookie teammate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't
The
look good.
The only reason why Yuki is not in the points this weekend is because his front wing decided to collapse when he was when he was about to
Yes.
overtake Carlos, and he had to go and change it.
Well, that's the
team-
thing. I didn't even know what happened. I just the yellow flag and was like, hello?
It
Yeah.
was like he was behind to overtake, and the front wing just went inside.
The team is ruining his reputation arc. He's supposed to be having
is.
his reputation moment.
Yes.
How is he supposed to get his reputation moment if he's qualifying well and then it just all goes shit?
But
Yeah.
I don't know about Yuki at RB. I mean, I feel like here he's doing good and it's less toxic in a way. So I don't know. The second seat just fucks people. I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
Mark Webber put the curse there with the 20.
It skipped a
21.
generation because Daniel was Australian.
Yeah.
Yes.
Daniel got some wins, but then everyone else, we need another Australian in that car, but Mark Webber will never let his son Oscar go into that team.
Stop. I won't. I'll be calling Ofcom.
Yeah,
Stop.
for real.
Yeah.
No. I mean, can we discuss Kimi Antonelli as well?
You
He
know,
is doing
but
so well.
do you know
Yes.
why he didn't manage to overtake the Haas? The front wing part of Charles' car was under his car for the whole race.
That's so
And
good.
It was taking
Oh, no way.
points from the aerodynamics from his car, and that's why. Like
And he
literally,
still killed it.
Mercedes put up the car to move it inside the garage to start packing up, and the piece was there. And one of the mechanics took it and went to Ferrari like, "Hey, I think you lost something. Here you go."
Oh my
And that
God.
was why he couldn't with with Haas.
He scored me some
Yeah.
fantasy points this week. Him and Oscar have really done my fantasy team excellent work.
So when the sprint happened, I suddenly realized that I hadn't changed my fantasy team.
Oh yeah,
And I do actually need to discuss my fantasy team with you
Who's
all
on your
because
team?
it's diabolical. I had minus 50 points last
me
week.
too,
No.
because I
From
had all
various
the
people.
rookies. I made
Yeah.
the rookies team, Nat's rookies, and it's just the rookies and Fernando.
See, I'm up 157
Alrighty.
points this week. However, last week I had so many reds and minuses because I have in my team Carlos Sainz, Max Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Gabriel
no.
Bortoleto, Oliver Behrman. Then I have the Red Bull and the Haas.
I have the Red Bull in the Haas. Hey, they did well this week.
Yeah, this week they done great, and I did put my 2 times on Max Verstappen because I'm ringing in my bets.
I have 3 teams because you can make up to 3 teams. So I have
Yeah.
3 teams. But I don't know. Fantasy F1.
I had Isaac and Carlos last race, and I was like, no.
More.
I had
Yeah, it was
minus.
so bad last week. I literally just had
Yes.
minuses all across the board. I
Has
don't
anyone
and
know what to do.
Isaac finished his first race this weekend.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
And
as he
Gabriel as
deserved.
well.
Yeah.
Trying to see my teams because I haven't checked my teams.
Has anyone got
Since-
any fun names for their teams? Any fun?
let me-
what are they
Oh, yeah.
calling-
I have Not Unexpected, and then I have
Nice.
one that it's I'm sorry, Max and Jack. Or all the teammates I put them in with.
That's
Because I-
good.
Mine is
I
so
have-
boring. Mine's just let's go Williams and capitals and loads of S's.
Because in that team I have Max, Lance, Isaac, Yuki, and Jack.
Oh,
Jack, who got 4 penalty points this
That's rough.
weekend.
Oh, my team is the Muppet,
Nice.
Oh,
which we know.
I've got Swift AF Racing for Taylor Swift, please and thank you.
Oh, yes.
who
yes.
would have guessed?
I'm on 2 Taylor Swift mentions. That's me
yeah,
covered.
that's what I was gonna say. You,
Oh,
Don't worry,
you got one
I,
left.
One
I
left.
will make them.
Oh yeah. Oh
Great.
yeah,
We talked
maybe-
about that rule, yeah.
we've got to move on from this conversation. Come on now.
Okay, back to the race we go.
The rumor from Fernando and Taylor came from
Yes.
someone I know.
Which one?
Because
What?
it was that they were dating. It was
Yeah.
it's a typical anything that has to do with 33 in Spain, it's a joke. Like Fernando Alonso has been doing ads for phone company called Finet or something like that, and they play with the 33 a lot. So it's a joke. So Taylor was turning 33, and that's someone I know made the joke. And everyone went crazy thinking it was true, but it was like
And then
obviously
she
not.
didn't help when she dropped that Aston Martin
Oh,
lyric.
oh boy, when that came out, it was a rough day for me. I was in the trenches thinking it's happened, it's real.
But it's always
You
a
were like,
meme.
stop it now. There's going to be a Fernando Alonso album.
I was like, get me all the edits. I want to be on TikTok watching all the cuts.
Yeah.
Oh, and I saw Hattie, like Oscar's sister, making a TikTok because Stray Kid made a song and there's
Yes.
Charles
Yes.
Leclerc in
Yes.
it. It's like the worlds colliding
Yeah.
again.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah,
love
it's
pop culture.
I
is
literally
fun.
I love any sort of like mention because there's what is the song? There's a song that mentions, is it Monaco by Bad Bunny that mentions
Yeah.
both Max Verstappen and Sergio
Yeah.
Perez?
I don't know, but
Chef's
there's
kiss.
one
Yeah.
Bad Bunny song that says my life goes
Live,
like
yeah.
Max Verstappen in Formula One, which is
Yeah.
false.
Yeah.
Now we go
Yeah,
again.
I
and
think
we'll-
it's Monaco, yeah.
No,
everyone-
But
that one, it's not that one. It's not Monaco.
yeah.
I heard the other day, but I don't
Wait,
I don't
I'll
like
check
that
it out.
music, so I don't know what. And yeah, the lyric is La vida me va como
Oh, it's
Verstappen en Formula
Andrea.
1.
Andrea.
Yeah, that one.
That
Which
one.
is funny because it's a girl's name in Spain.
also the Germans made a new Max Verstappen song named Schnaps Verstappen.
Yeah.
So they
Oh,
can-
I'm
Right.
sad. You can't see my shirt, but it's beautiful.
Oh,
yes.
cute.
Always
Yes.
repping the merch.
Yes.
Cute.
Should we talk
Okay.
about McLaren as well? They did win. We probably should talk about Oscar doing
Yeah,
Yes.
guys,
Yes.
so something
Can-
actually did happen. Someone did actually win the race, and it was Oscar Piastri, my boy.
But he completely deserved that. He smashed quality.
Absolutely.
He smashed the race. Pace was good.
Pace
Decent.
was incredible. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolute dominance from start to finish. And when they showed the track dominance, it's chef's kiss.
Yeah.
He did so well in that car. It was flawless.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was a wonderful watch.
Yeah, but can they stop? Can we stop with the 8 a.m. races, please? My
Yes, please.
schedule is FU.
We've
I'm not
got-
going to
we've
say
got
it because
one
the
more
FIA
left, guys.
Yeah.
One more.
The FIA is
Yeah.
going to ban us and make us pay if I say the word. So, yeah, can't take it anymore, especially when you have support series like F2, F3, or F1 Academy that they are even earlier.
It's like, yeah, like I said last week, the reason I caught F2 is because I hadn't yet gone to sleep. Other than that, I would not have been waking up at 3 a.m. for that.
Also, Japan is early again.
Yes.
Right?
6 a.m.
Mm,
But then we have got a little bit of break until we've got the Americas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And those are
Las
some early
Vegas,
ones again.
because the rest of the Americas are quite late, so it's fine.
Mhm.
And special mention to another Spanish thing, that it's Campos who is leading the F2 Academy grade.
Yes,
F1
yes.
Academy. They are leading.
I
They got
literally
a
was thinking
1-2
about
before the
this.
McLarens, my girls. And then the first race
They
was
are doing so well.
the first leg was lead by the safety car because it was like 4 DNFs of contact, all of them. So yeah.
We've got a couple of like really exciting things coming up. We had Dorian Pan as well, did very well, and Maya. I love Maya so much. She's literally, I met her last January, and she's just like the nicest person I've ever met in my life, and it's made me such like a Maya fan.
That's because she was
yeah.
born and raised in Spain, even though she has the Netherlands nationality.
Yeah, she was
She's-
so lovely.
Any like feeder series that they do in Barcelona, she doesn't have to be competing or anything. She's there, and it's really cool. She's supporting her peeps. I've seen
Yeah,
her.
well,
like,
I mean, a special shout out to, there's a young karter at the moment called Mahi Kart. And I happened to meet her mother as well when I met Maya, and they were together. And Maya has been like a great role model for this little girl. She's incredible. She's like Lewis Hamilton's biggest fan in the world. And she's doing so well. I think she can't be any older than like 11, but she's absolutely smashing it in her like karting and everything, and she's great. So I met her through meeting Maya, and she's great, really great.
Shout out to her. Well done.
Yeah, absolutely great.
Also, I wanted to say, I told you guys, Oscar is gonna get motivated from Australia, and also I
did.
said that I said I want to see Max and Oscar beating, like overtaking each other and stuff, and I saw that. Oh my God, I loved it. When Oscar went after Max, I was like, yes.
He was so
Yeah.
good. Like,
But I was
Oscar
like
had the weekend.
yeah,
I'm
but like
just
the
really
last 15 laps, like with Lando's brakes not working out is
stressed.
Oh my God.
oh yes.
I was terrified of
God.
them, like, because now the FIA and the stewards can like get a car out without it having
Yes.
an actual problem that you can see. I was like, they're going to black and white,
Yeah.
black, orange, black flag. I don't know. They're gonna take him out. No.
A flag, a white flag. Someone help.
Yes.
And
But
someone we
when
cannot skip also, apart from that, it's the
Yeah.
Haas. Even though it pains me to say that because I don't like Esteban Ocon, but he did such a good job. And he had the
Yes.
overtake of the Grand Prix to
I'm
Kimi.
gonna also give another bloody shout out to Lance Stroll this week, because some of that defending he did when he
And
was
the overtaking.
between, and the defending and the overtaking, honestly, he shone this week so good. Like his defense and attack was like really good. And he has kind of come out of nowhere. And you know what? Adrian Newey hasn't even had an influence on that car yet, so it's only going to
Yes.
get better.
Never in my dreams I thought I see Lance and Max Verstappen like
Wheel to wheel.
yeah, wheel to wheel, and Lance trying to defend from Max. I was like, what is going on?
Lance.
I mean,
We're
in my mind,
Australians.
it would have happened, but with Lance having a blue flag, like not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
And also, happy birthday, Alex Albon, leading the Grand
yes.
Prix first time in the
Last
Williams.
year, he had his car taken off of him.
Yeah.
No,
And
his
this year,
Logan Sargent's car
Logan.
given to him, sorry.
Yeah.
This year, he earned
He
points.
he did a good job. Well
He
done.
broke the birthday curse that people say that there's around. I
Well,
don't know.
isn't it
Oscar's
Oscar's birthday next week?
birthday.
So hopefully we get another good performance from Oscar. I'm so nervous. The whole entire race, I was like, oh my God.
Mhm.
And I have the little croissant jelly cat, and I was just
Yeah.
holding it the whole time, being like, don't let me down. Don't let me down, or you're going on the floor.
I'm just checking. I'm waiting
checking.
for not rain in Suzuka next week, but it doesn't look like it because I hate
Oh.
Suzuka in the rain.
I mean,
Oh no.
Rain again.
rain in Suzuka's not good. So we hope
No.
for
Yeah.
a high race, please, and thank you.
Lando flashbacks intensify.
No,
Stop.
2014 flashbacks and then
Yeah.
coming back 13, 14. I don't like that.
It's gonna be
Or
dry.
2021 also.
Just put it out there. We'll manifest the dryness.
Yes.
Oscar
Yeah,
Piastri
please.
wins on his birthday, and we'll all be happy as Larry, and we'll come
Beautiful.
back on
And
and we'll talk about
Fernando finally finishing a race,
Fernando,
please.
Fernando
Please.
finishes.
I
Yes.
can't see.
I'm not even asking for
Even
points.
seeing 0 points next to your name would be better than seeing what we're seeing right now.
Yes.
We are seeing NC, not
NC.
qualify.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh Lord, it's not a good
Very
week.
much.
Liam Lawson is on top of him. I can't stand that.
Yeah, I need to have another little word about that man. Because what he said about Yuki Tsunoda was wrong, and I would like to call him out for it.
Yes,
I would
please.
like
On the
to
phone.
actually say that he did not beat Yuki Tsunoda. That is wrong. And maybe there's a sniper pointed at my head right now. Yeah, it was wrong. He said he beat Yuki in F3 when he just didn't. He didn't beat him in F4. It's a crazy situation.
and for
Yeah,
like
I
couple of
know that
races.
there's a photo of them on a podium and Yuki's on the top step and Liam is on the third, I think, not even second. I think he's third.
Yeah.
Um,
Ali's not here next week. We know why. Red Bull have come to
To attack her.
yeah. We will be
oh, it's not
answer-
even Red Bull, it's just Liam Lawson outside my door right now.
Oh.
Well, I mean, when they asked Yuki on DTS, who do you think it's better? Like, don't ask me, look at the points, or what did he say?
Let the
Yeah.
numbers speak for themselves. That's all
Yeah.
you need.
There's something like that he said in the Spanish TV after, like, I think it was the Australian race or something.
Por delante de los Ferrari, ¿cómo te sientes?
Probably our team is just a true Italian team, you know.
But there is also obviously Max sticking up for Yuki at the moment, being like, I don't want him to come to Red Bull because the car is terrible.
Yes.
He's like, I want
Yes.
him to actually have a fair shot in the car, which I think is really nice to see from Max saying that, because then even if Yuki is swapped and put into the car, he's kind of always already got his back, which is really nice to
Yeah.
see. I'm a big fan of drivers supporting their junior teams.
So
Me too.
Red Bull should hear us and, hi, Red Bull, put Isaac in that car till you fix it, and then you give it
Yes.
to Yuki when it's fine. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, if
Or
I
leave Liam in it until he fix it.
No, but I think Isaac could give them better information than Liam at this point.
Yeah,
Yes.
And remember, I'm not his biggest fan, but
We know.
I think
exactly.
he would do better in that Red Bull than Liam.
I just think if you're one of those two, I wouldn't want to take it. If they came banging on my door and said, right, you
Yeah.
move to Red Bull, I'd say a pass, please. I'll just get my management to look elsewhere. It's clearly not going well.
I just know that Checo and Danny are laughing somewhere.
Yes.
A great time at home and with their millions and millions of pounds, they're fine.
Daniel
Like,
Ricciardo is clinking that rosé on Shantae, and he is sat back relaxed.
Yeah. And
send some to the pods. If he wanted to
Yeah.
send, we could taste it for them. We could try it, do a bit of
Yeah,
advertising.
if he would like to actually make it available in the UK, I would really appreciate that, because I would drop a pretty penny on that bottle of wine.
This isn't an ad. We'd pay for it.
Checo has a line of tequila. We also accept that.
Oh, we also take that. Yeah, we're not picky.
yeah.
I'll just take any alcohol that's going. Basically, I need it to get me through these next few weeks. Races.
I need to be highly.
But the problem is it's in the morning, so
Yeah, we're gonna add.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
always
gonna-
5 o'clock somewhere, sweetie.
We're
I'm
all
French.
flat.
I can drink wine whenever. Like
I'm
This is
Spanish.
This is also
The-
true.
I mean,
Does anyone have any exciting things to say about this week or anything coming up or any of the other series, the junior series or whatever?
the only
Hmm.
thing, because it's like a free week if you don't watch MotoGP, but F2 and F3 are going to be testing in Bahrain, because they usually, like, they started the season in Bahrain, they would do the preseason test there and then the mid-season testing in Barcelona, but this year they swap it, which is a pain because I cannot go. I don't like this. Don't
Oh, no.
swap it anymore. And
Keep it
yeah,
the
they are doing it from Wednesday to Friday in Bahrain.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly talk about Formula E as well. I don't know if I'm one of the only people that actually watches Formula E here, but I
watched
do
a
really like
bit.
Formula E. So the next Formula E race is going to be the Miami E-Prix, which is going to be on April 12th of this year, obviously, of course. And it will be at the Miami Speedway in Florida. Then after this, we're going to be having a double header in Monaco, which is May 3rd and 4th. I'm really excited for that because my favorite driver, Max Gunther, has been doing really well. He had his issues. He had his issues. I don't want to hear about it.
Do you know who's his manager? Mr. Fernando Alonso's management group. That's
Mans
what
is doing.
I didn't know that.
now you know.
I didn't know that. That makes so much sense.
God, he's such a monster, isn't he? He just loves it.
Got his
Like,
bloody fingers in all the pies, mate.
I mean, he's
Mhm.
not his manager, but his management group. It's
just call him Chris Kardashian.
True
he has him,
that.
he has him,
Literally,
he has
he'd be
Joy
out here.
Chambers, Pepe Marti, Nicola Tsolov, Gabriel Bortoleto. Well, I don't
Yeah.
want to say this, but I'm pretty sure that Gabriel Bortoleto is in F1 not only because his amazing achievements, but because of the manager he has. That helped a lot.
Yeah.
He
So the
won that.
current standings for Formula E is that Nissan are way out in front with their 68 points at the moment, which is stressing me out as Penske girly. It's really stressing me out. But I'm hoping they can pull some more stuff out the bag. They're not far behind at all. It's getting to a pretty equal playing ground, to be honest. I think there's like 3 points between first, second, and third at the moment, which is nuts.
I'm getting into the app. Give me a sec. Like
Good.
We're bringing the source. I think like it's Nissan is leading, but it's like Porsche and McLaren are
teams.
like
So
three,
it's
or is it
Nissan
McLaren, Porsche?
68, McLaren 67, and then Porsche 64, Penske
Oh.
63.
Yeah, so there's like
Wow.
5 points between first to fourth place, which is nuts. This is actually so funny because Megan, you'll remember when we went to Formula E last year.
Lovely time.
I didn't know anything about Formula E. This completely changed my perspective. Thanks a lot, competition, for giving me another place to spend my money. I appreciate it.
Shout
No.
out to Fort Mills and Motorsports. We love to see it.
Formula E is the only motorsport that gets more than 100 overtakes in Monaco.
Oh,
How do they do it? They lose half of the car in some places, but yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
fun fact.
those cars are a lot smaller, a lot slimmer.
For Monaco this year, I'm going to be running Edinburgh Marathon while it's going on. So I'm going to have the headset. Like I'm going to have to be like
Wow.
pause, I know. But I'm going to have like my headphones in, and that's going to really get me through the marathon.
Yeah.
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 You know that
You got
sound.
to think like Lightning McQueen, like I am speed.
Yes.
Anytime I overtake, I'll be saying ciao, just like Ollie Behrman. I'll
Yeah.
be happy.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you,
Yes.
Ollie.
I know. Get us back on. I'm
Yes.
just good at my little segues. What can I say?
Then he
Beautiful.
felt bad when doing it.
Yes. I felt sorry for him because he was iconic doing that. And he
Mm.
was not rude or something. It was just funny.
Funny. It's a bit of a laugh.
Yeah. And the commentator said when he passed Pierre, or who was it, he should say au revoir.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He really, I mean, as a Jensen Button girl, he really does. I know it's his like idol. He loves Jensen, but he really does remind me of Jensen in his like mannerisms and how like cheeky he is. It's so reminiscent of like Bar Honda Jensen without being, in Jack Doohan's words, a paddock slut.
I
Me,
swear,
look.
Jack saying that.
Did you see Jack's bracelet?
Yeah, I saw that. And now
Someone made him a bracelet.
now karma is hitting him in a way. Like he said that about Carlos.
There you go.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
How many
Oh.
races do you think he's got? Let's all put a guess in
More-
now.
More than Liam, more
Yeah.
than-
Yeah,
I'm
But
gonna say
why?
five.
because of who his dad is.
Yeah.
yeah, this is true.
This is true.
This is why, and I love him very much, but this is why Mick Schumacher did last as long as he did, because he had the legacy behind him, which was
Wow.
both his elevation and his hubris,
Mm.
unfortunately.
Doesn't make sense.
I just really hope something good happens to Jack Doohan. I don't wish anything bad on him. I love Jack, like inside and out the paddock. He's like a really good guy from what I've
Mm.
heard from multiple different people.
Such a horrible situation to be in. Like,
Yeah.
and it cannot help you in your mindset getting into the car and knowing that.
No.
I think you kind of hit that self-fulfilling prophecy as well, as like everyone said I'm bad, so now I feel like I'm going to be bad, so then I
Exactly.
am bad, and then when I am bad, I'm now living up to the expectation that I'm bad, so now I perform even worse.
Yeah, like how are you supposed to get in the car and go into it thinking you're going to succeed?
I
when-
was literally thinking about this the other day. I was talking to someone and I was like, I really think we need to make sure that these sports athletes are getting the mental health
Yeah.
provisions that they need. The sports psychology in this sport is brutal, and you look at people like Lando, and you see Lando and Oscar together, and Oscar's always been very laid back, and I think that's got to be a stress on you as a teammate as well, to have someone who's very laid back when you're very stressed. Even if Oscar's inwardly panicking, he doesn't show it on the outside. Whereas I feel really bad for Lando because he's quite an emotional guy. Like he really blames himself. It's quite tough to hear like him blame himself a lot. And I really do hope like for people like Lando and Jack and just all these people, even like Max and things like that. Like I hope that they've got really good sports psychologists and think people around them for support because it's very serious in this sport. It's tough.
And I want people to talk about it because to show them it's not that easy, or like for kids that get into the sport to not feel that alone, you know?
I think that's why the interaction between Anthony Hamilton and Isaac Hadjar has really moved me, regardless of what certain people have said about it. It's so good. And Lewis Hamilton is such a great advocate for mental health as well. He's, especially being at the top of his game, he knows what it's like to be at the lowest and at the highest and to experience withdrawals from those. And that's why I just appreciate that man so much.
But someone who I also like expect to be like to be in a good mindset in this case, it's Pato O'Ward from IndyCar because the last
Yes.
3 years he's lost the Indy 500 on the last lap or at the end after leading it so much.
And that's got to be brutal.
It happened the same to him this weekend in Thermal that he led the whole race and then my super Alex Palou, like my mate, came and sloop it like Max Verstappen style because he had better control of the tires. So yeah, talking about that, Pato, he needs to be really strong after like last year he lost it on the last corner, literally. Because
This is why I don't care about like what anyone says when they're like, oh, they're just driving cars. Like they're just driving cars. The physical and mental fitness that they have to have in those cars is insane. And like I don't care what anyone said because like people, I mean, we've had loads of people talk about it that are champions to people that have never won a race in their life. We've had like Jolyon Palmer who has talked about it. We've had David Coulthard talk about it. Like everyone is now realizing and coming to the conclusion that mental health is so important for placement in a race.
But
If you are not there mentally, you're not there physically.
some of them like say it in like negative way, and then you have David Coulthard who is like, no, it's really important, and he literally said, "Fuck it with this thing that women will not make it to F1." Of course
Yes.
they will. So he's coming like an advocate for the young
I think the good
generations.
part about David Coulthard as well is he comes across as like a very hard man. Like he's very manly. So I think it's good when you have people like him saying things like that because then you're like, okay, like it's okay to be like that. You've got two completely different sides of the spectrum, and it's so important that those people that have a voice use their voice.
I mean, I've loved him since he was like on Monaco on the podium with his Superman cape. Like he's iconic.
Yeah.
That car, it's in Edinburgh.
Yes, it is. I really
In the
want to go and
National
see it.
Museum.
Group trip. There we
Yeah,
go.
it's there with I think it's a Jos Verstappen Jaguar, and there's another one. There's a Jordan as well.
Yeah, because my boyfriend is such a big Fernando Alonso and David Coulthard fan, and we met David Coulthard last month, like 2 months ago, and it was so funny because I've got the video of it. It's so good because David Coulthard's crossing the road, and I go to Connor, no, don't cross the road, and he goes, it's too late, I'm already going. Like follows him over the other side of the road and like tries to make like a casual conversation, to which David's like, no, I'm just looking for an Uber.
Oh
Love
no.
that.
So good.
The thing I like about drivers like that is that I was in Madrid with my parents and I was like, I need a Starbucks because before we get into the train because I'm not going to make it. And I went to the Starbucks. I was about to pay my drink and someone taps my bag. I turned around and it's Franco Colapinto. He remembered me from the paddock in F2. He was like, "Oh, hi, what are you doing here?" And I was like, getting
Oh my
coffee.
God.
And he
What
paid
the
for my
fuck?
coffee.
What?
It was so
Oh my
nice.
God.
Lovely.
Wow.
Yeah. Like a
Wow.
Well,
top
that's a bombshell.
Yeah.
That's a
Yes.
bombshell.
he's
Wow.
so good with memory with people. And I'm
I've
like,
seen that.
that's
Like
the
with
only reason
even
why I want him in the Alpine car.
Yes.
Because he's
I
like
do really like
bestie.
Franco.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
It's great as well. His app, not promoting it, he doesn't pay me any money, but his app is like basically entirely in Spanish. And it's just
Yes.
giving me great practice. I read an entire giveaway thing in Spanish the other day and I was like,
Nice.
and then I
Yeah.
saw the translate to English option at the very top and was like, but I did it. It's fine.
But
I
why are
think
people talking that Red Bull are talking with him?
Yeah, but they have to talk with William because he's in Alpine because he's been like loaned by Williams. He's still a Williams driver.
right. On that
Yeah.
note, we are coming to the end of this episode, I believe. The race coming up this weekend. This weekend? Yes,
No,
is
next.
Japan. Next weekend.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone gets a
This
lion
weekend,
this week.
you
Yeah.
can watch MotoGP in Kota. You can see Marquez win again.
Hopefully.
Everything to red. Not
Yes,
Ferrari red,
absolutely.
Ducati red.
So yeah, you can watch that. You can catch up on old seasons. I'd like to give a special shout out that today, on the day of filming, it's been 12 years since Multi 21 happened. That's my tidbit of information today. Had to drop that bombshell in there.
We'll be back with the gossip next. We can come back and talk
Yes.
about all the big
We'll just do like a chatty episode next week. I know there's no
Yes.
race, but we can just do that.
Oh, never stops. We'll find something to talk about. We'll have a nice
Yeah.
time.
Something will happen. We'll have a breaking news come up.
Exactly.
But
Oh.
we have been your hosts here at Downforce Discussions, and we will see you next week around the same time. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.